Your mind is the single greatest weapon you will ever have. It will either create the life you want or it will trap you in a cycle of failure and regret. Most people never realize this. They blame their circumstances, their upbringing, or bad luck. But the truth is, your reality is shaped by one thing: your thoughts. If you believe you are weak, you will act weak. If you believe success is out of reach, you will never even try to grab it. If you believe you are meant for more, you will find a way to achieve it. Every great achievement in history started with a single thought. Every empire, every invention, every fortune, someone first imagined it, believed it, and then made it real. The problem is, most people don't control their minds. Their minds control them. They wake up every day running the same old patterns: fear, self-doubt, hesitation. They dream of a better life, but never take action because their mind is working against them, feeding them excuses and limitations. But here's what they don't teach you in school. You can reprogram your mind. You can take control. You can rewrite the script that's been playing in your head for years and replace it with something powerful. It starts with what you feed your mind. If you constantly consume negativity, if you surround yourself with people who complain, if you fill your head with doubts, then your mind will reflect that. But if you flood your brain with powerful ideas, if you train your thoughts to focus on solutions instead of problems, if you surround yourself with people who push you to be better, then your entire reality will change. Think about this. Why do some people succeed no matter what? Why do some rise from nothing and build empires while others who have every advantage still fail? It's not luck. It's not fate. It's because successful people understand one thing. Your mind is either your greatest asset or your greatest liability. They train their thoughts like a warrior sharpens his sword. They reject weakness. They destroy self-doubt. They refuse to entertain any idea that does not serve their goals. Every time fear creeps in, they crush it. Every time excuses show up, they shut them down. This is the secret. The world will throw obstacles at you. People will doubt you. Life will test you. But if you have trained your mind to be unshakable, nothing can stop you. Now let me ask you, are you in control of your mind, or is your mind controlling you? Because the moment you decide to take control, the moment you stop letting fear, doubt, and distractions dictate your life, that is the moment everything changes. And the best part, it's all up to you. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you the life you want, but you already have everything you need. The ability to think, to decide, to act. The only thing standing in your way is the limits you place on yourself. But here's the truth. There are no limits, only the ones you refuse to break. Most people never take control of their thoughts because they don't even realize they're trapped. They think life is just happening to them, that they have no say in the matter, but that's a lie. Every time you think, I can't, I'm not good enough, this is impossible, you are the one creating those limits, nobody else. The world doesn't put chains on you, you put them on yourself, and here's the dangerous part. Your brain will always try to prove you right. If you believe you are a failure, your brain will look for evidence to support that belief. If you think you're not capable of success, your brain will highlight every mistake, every setback, and ignore all the moments when you were strong, when you did overcome. But if you shift that belief, if you decide right now that you are unstoppable, your brain will also work to prove that right. It will start to notice opportunities instead of obstacles. It will recognize moments where you can take action instead of making excuses. It will build momentum instead of holding you back. This is why the most powerful thing you can ever do is master your own mind. Because once you do that, you control everything. Do you think the most successful people in the world never had doubts? Of course they did. But they didn't let those doubts win. They didn't sit around feeling sorry for themselves. They didn't complain about how hard things were. They decided that no matter what, they would make it happen. They trained their minds to see problems as challenges, not barriers. They understood that failure was just another step forward. They knew that growth only comes from pushing past pain, past fear, past hesitation. And the truth is, you can do the same. Right now, you might feel stuck. You might feel like your goals are too big, your circumstances too difficult, your past too heavy. But that's just a story your mind has been playing on repeat, and you have the power to change it. Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the way you think. When you master your thoughts, you master your actions. When you master your actions, you master your habits. And when you master your habits, you master your entire life. It doesn't happen overnight, but it starts the moment you decide. So decide now. Decide that you will no longer be a prisoner to your doubts. Decide that you will no longer let fear control you. Decide that from this moment forward, you are in charge of your destiny, because your mind is the key to everything. And the moment you take control of it is the moment you take control of your future. You see, life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't slow down because you're scared. It moves forward with or without you. And the people who win in life, they aren't the ones who sit around waiting for the right moment. They're the ones who create it. Think about the people you admire, the ones who seem unstoppable. Do you think they had it easy? Do you think they never faced challenges? Of course they did, but they refused to let those challenges define them. The truth is, your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. It will either push you forward or hold you back. And the difference between success and failure isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's mindset. Your thoughts create your reality. Every decision, every action, every result, good or bad, starts in your mind. If you believe you are capable, you will act like it. If you believe you are destined to fail, you will find ways to prove yourself right. This is why you must take control of your thoughts, because when you do, you take control of your life. The weak-minded blame the world. They complain about circumstances. They say, it's not fair. But the strong-minded, they take responsibility. They say, I will find a way. They don't waste time making excuses. They don't let setbacks break them. They adjust, they learn, and they keep moving forward. That's the difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck. It's not intelligence, it's not resources, it's mindset. Because here's the truth. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they never truly commit. They don't believe in themselves enough to give it everything they have. And if you don't give something everything, how can you expect to succeed? This is why you need to start thinking differently. Stop letting doubt run your life. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop looking for an easy way out. Instead, make a decision, a real decision. Decide that you will succeed no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets, no matter what obstacles stand in your way. Because once you make that decision, everything changes. Your focus sharpens, your energy shifts, you stop seeing problems and start seeing possibilities. You start moving like a winner, thinking like a winner, acting like a winner. And once you do that, success is inevitable. So what are you waiting for? No one is going to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. If you want a better life, you have to build it. If you want success, you have to create it. And it all starts in your mind. Master your mind, and you master your future. Most people live their entire lives in mental chains, trapped by their own beliefs, their own fears, their own doubts. They let their past dictate their future. They let failure define them. They let other people's opinions control them, but not you, not anymore. You have to wake up to the truth. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your mind. It's not your circumstances. It's not your background. It's not the economy. It's you. And that's good news. Because if you are the problem, that means you are also the solution. The day you take full responsibility for your life is the day everything changes. The moment you stop blaming, stop complaining, stop making excuses, that's when you take your power back. Ask yourself, are you in control of your mind, or is your mind controlling you? Because every day you are programming yourself. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every belief you hold, it's either building you up or tearing you down. And if you don't take control, guess what? Someone else will. Society will, the media will, the people around you will. They'll tell you what to think. They'll tell you what's possible for you. They'll tell you to be realistic. Forget that. Realistic is just another word for average. And if you want an average life, then fine. Be realistic. But if you want an extraordinary life, if you want to achieve something great, then you have to think differently. You have to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You have to keep going when others quit. This is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Most people settle. They accept a life that is less than what they're capable of. They tell themselves stories like, this is just how life is, or I'm not meant for more. Lies. You were meant for more, but it starts with your mind. because the second you start believing that something is possible for you, your actions change, your habits change, your results change. So I need you to make a decision right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Decide that you will not let your old thinking hold you back. Decide that you will no longer be a slave to your fears, your doubts, your excuses, because when you make that decision, when you fully commit, nothing can stop you. You become unstoppable. And once you become unstoppable, success is only a matter of time. Think about this. Every single person who has achieved greatness started exactly where you are right now, with a choice to believe in themselves when no one else did, a choice to take action when it was easier to stay comfortable, a choice to keep going when everything seemed impossible. That's the difference between the ones who make it and the ones who don't. It's not luck, it's not talent, it's not some secret formula, it's their mindset. They saw themselves winning before they ever won. They acted like champions before anyone even knew their names. They didn't wait for permission, they didn't wait for the right time, they just decided. And if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. This is your wake-up call. Because the truth is, life doesn't care if you're ready. Opportunity doesn't wait for you to feel confident. Success doesn't come to the ones who hesitate. It comes to the ones who show up over and over again, even when they don't feel ready. And right now you have two choices. Keep living the same way, thinking the same way, getting the same results. Or decide that from this moment forward, you are in control. That your thoughts will be your greatest weapon, not your greatest weakness. That you will rewire your mind for success, for discipline, for resilience. Because once you do that, once you reprogram your mind, there is nothing you can't achieve. It all starts here, right now, with you. So what are you going to do about it? Most people will hear this and do nothing. They'll nod their heads, feel a spark of motivation, and then go right back to their old habits, right back to self-doubt, procrastination, and making excuses. But not you, because you are not most people. If you were, you wouldn't still be here. Something inside you knows that you are meant for more. Something inside you refuses to settle for a mediocre life. And that's what separates the successful from the average. It's not just talent. It's not just hard work. It's the ability to control your mind. Because when you control your mind, you control your emotions. When you control your emotions, you control your actions. And when you control your actions, you control your results. That's the secret. Every time you let fear stop you, you're programming yourself to be weak. Every time you let doubt creep in, you're reinforcing failure. Every time you make an excuse, you're training yourself to lose. But if you flip that, if you start catching those negative thoughts, replacing them with powerful ones, and taking action no matter what, your entire life will change. You'll wake up with a purpose. You'll push through challenges with a fighter's mentality. You'll build confidence so strong that nothing can shake you. And when that happens, you become unstoppable, because winners aren't born, they're built. And you are building yourself into something great. But here's the truth. Most people will never get there. They'll stay stuck in their own mental prison, trapped by their own excuses. They'll wait for the right time to change. They'll wait for motivation. They'll wait for a sign. And while they're waiting, life is passing them by. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. And before they know it, they wake up one day full of regret, realizing they wasted their potential. But that's not going to be you, because you are making a decision right now, a decision to take control, to take responsibility, to stop being a prisoner of your own mind and start being the master of it. That means no more blaming circumstances, no more blaming other people, no more waiting for life to get easier. It's time to step up. It's time to train your mind like a warrior, to develop the discipline that guarantees success, to build the kind of confidence that makes people stop and pay attention. Because once you do that, doors will open for you that most people will never see. Opportunities will come your way that others only dream about. And most importantly, you will wake up every single day knowing that you are in control of your destiny. No more hoping, no more wishing, no more wondering, only results. And if you're ready to make that happen, then make sure you subscribe, because this This is just the beginning. But let's get one thing straight. This journey isn't for everyone. Most people will hear this message, feel a spark of motivation, and then go right back to their old habits. They'll let their doubts win. They'll let their laziness take over. They'll let their fears keep them exactly where they are. But not you, because you understand something most people don't. Success isn't about luck. It's not about talent, it's not even about intelligence, it's about mindset. It's about waking up every single day and deciding that you're going to control your thoughts, your actions, and your destiny. Because the truth is, your mind is the most powerful weapon you have. It can build you up or it can destroy you. And that's why you need to train it relentlessly. You need to feed it with the right thoughts. You need to cut out negativity like a disease. You need to program yourself for greatness because the world will try to break you. Life will test you. Challenges will come your way that will make you question everything. But if you've built a mind that is unshakable, nothing can stop you. No failure, no setback, no obstacle, because you'll see every challenge as a lesson, every loss as an opportunity to grow, every struggle as fuel to push even harder. That is how you forge an unstoppable future, and that is why your mind is the key to everything. If you're ready to take full control of your life, then start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. And if this message hits you deep, if you know you're ready to unlock your full potential, then subscribe. Because this is just the first step.